officer of the Westchester County Police Training Division. I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the Westchester County Police Academy's 149th Basic Recruit Class. At this time, please join me in observing the national anthem performed by Police Officer Tiffany Charles, SUNY Purchase Police Department.
Present arms!
Please join me in acknowledging the pipes and drums of the Police Emerald Society of Westchester for their performance under the leadership of Bandmaster Detective Lieutenant Christopher Hurl, City of New Rochelle Police Department, Pipe Major Detective Sergeant Kevin Perry, New Rochelle Police Department, and Drum Major Detective Peter Farrell, Westchester County Department of Public Safety.
Forward, march.
Thank you. As is the tradition with all our graduation ceremonies, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize some men and women recruits who have served their country. Will the following members of the 149th Basic Recruit Class please stand and be recognized? I ask that you please hold your applause until I have finished announcing all of the names. Police Officer Davey Martinez, City of New Rochelle Police. Police Officer Brendan Mavra, City of White Plains Police. Police Officer Corey Burke, Putnam County Sheriff's Office. Police Officer Anthony Guerrero, Town of Eastchester Police. Police Officer Vincent DeSantola, Town of Carmel Police. Police Officer Bianca DeBlato, City of Yonkers Police. Police Officer Hector Cartagena, City of Yonkers Police. Police Officer Jesus Osagura, City of Mount Vernon Police. Police Officer Teresa Gottran, City of Yonkers Police. Police Officer Robert Riddy, City of Yonkers Police. Police Officer Anastas Papazov, Town of Harrison Police. Police Officer Hanson Bamfo, City of New Rochelle Police. These police officers are currently serving or have served in the armed forces of the United States of America. Please join me in thanking these individuals for their service to our country. For those of you watching online who have served or are serving in the armed forces of the United States of America, we honor you and thank you for your service. Thank you, and please be seated. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the many distinguished law enforcement and public officials who are watching today. I would also like to recognize and express our gratitude to the many instructors who contributed to the recruit program, as well as the various commissioners and chiefs in and around Westchester and Putnam County who provided these instructors, especially in these very trying and difficult times. Without their contributions to the program, we would not be standing here today. I would especially like to recognize the Academy staff: Sergeant Stephen Stromberg, Sergeant Michael Brankamp, Detective Anthony Del Priore, Detective Pete Farrell, Detective Jonathan Gould, Detective Mark Moskalik, P.O. Jason Payne, and P.O. Dave Hecker, and to our class counselors, P.O. Jeff Gibson from the City of Yonkers Police Department and Deputy Sheriff Michael Varley from the Putnam County Sheriff's Office. These individuals not only provided hundreds of hours of instruction, but they also had the responsibility of coordinating the entire recruit program. I'd also finally like to thank Ms. Blanca Marrero, our administrative assistant. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to now introduce to you Commissioner of the Westchester County Department of Public Safety, Thomas Gleason.
Good morning. Before I get into my remarks, I just wanted to also acknowledge some of the Academy, or all the Academy staff members who also are serving or have served in the military of this country. I know Sergeant Brankamp, Detective Gould, please stand up. Is there anyone else in the Academy staff that has served in the military? Thank you guys for your service. It's my privilege today to be with the members of the 149th session of the Basic Recruit School and the graduation of the Westchester County Police Academy. I know how hard you have worked. I know the challenges you have had to overcome. I know how you have persevered to get from day one to graduation day. And that would have been true even under normal circumstances. But these have been far from normal circumstances. You entered into this academy before any of us had ever heard of COVID-19 or social distancing. Before the arrival of a contagion that changed how we've had to live and work and changed how much time we could spend with our family and friends. What did not change was your commitment that all of you had to your training. You would not be deterred from reaching the goal that you had set out to achieve. This class came in 69 strong, and you go out 69 strong. In the face of this pandemic and these unsettling times, no one bailed out. No one said, this is more than I bargained for. No one said, I'll leave this difficult and dangerous environment to someone else. So I salute you all for staying the course and holding on to your dream, for having each other's backs and seeing it through together. No one in Westchester law enforcement will have had an academy experience quite like this one, during a time quite like this one. That's a badge of honor the 149th session will always have. On this day, we should be packed into the Performing Arts Center at SUNY Purchase. You should be walking across the stage to cheers and applause. You should be surrounded by the people you love. You should be seeing the joy and pride in their faces as they share the event with you. You deserve that, but unfortunately, you don't get to have that. What I will ask you to do today, though, is to focus on what you do have rather than what you don't. You have a special bond as a class forged by a unique set of difficult experiences. You have the love and support of your families, even though they cannot be with you right here at this moment. And I thank them for the role they played in getting you to this day. You have the opportunity to go out and serve your community at a time when there is much anxiety and fear. And you have the best job in the world. All that is worthy of celebration, and that is just what we're doing here today. We're doing it with a handful of bagpipers, not the full band. We're doing it without dignitaries, without your chiefs and commissioners, and without all the usual pomp and circumstance. But we celebrate your accomplishment nonetheless. I would like to thank Captain McGinnis, Lieutenant Alonji, and the entire Academy staff, the class advisors and instructors for the great job they have done for this session. They navigated this class through uncharted waters and made sure you received the education, the training, and the skills that you will need to protect the people of Westchester and your communities and Putnam. The Academy staff made sure that they were there for you when the road got tough. They even made sure during these odd times that the Academy never ran out of toilet paper and hand sanitizer. We had a shared goal to keep this class intact and not lose one member to coronavirus. You did your part, as did the Academy staff, and I thank you for that. I would like to commend another person who worked very hard to keep this Academy facility safe from the virus. Our maintenance mechanic, Eric Johnson, has always done a great job here, but I know he worked especially hard during these recent months to make this environment as safe as possible for the class and for the staff. Thank you, Eric, wherever you are, for all you've done. And now, you will hit the streets. I urge you to make the most of every moment and to make a difference in the lives of the people and the communities you are sworn to protect. It will not be the rank you achieve or the size of your pension you collect. It will be the measure of how you did when your retirement comes. It will be this. Did I leave things better than I found them? Is my department stronger and my community better because of my service? Did I make a difference in someone's life? Your goal from day one should be able to say yes to those questions when the time comes. Though you're headed off to many different departments, I encourage you to continue to be there for each other and support each other throughout your careers. The Westchester law enforcement community is comprised of many agencies, but we are all one family in blue. So take care of your brothers and sisters on the job, and take care of yourself. Good luck, and stay safe.
Thank you, Commissioner Gleason. We've come to the part of the program that all the recruits have been waiting for, where we acknowledge each recruit and their completion of the 20-week Academy program. These recruits have successfully completed a rigorous and difficult program of academics and physical challenges during their time here. I call upon the Recruit Training Coordinator of the Westchester County Police Academy, Sergeant Michael Brankamp, for recognition of the graduates.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. From the Village of Ardsley Police Department, Police Officer Jonathan Goldstein. From the Town of Carmel Police Department, Police Officer Vincent DeSantola. Police Officer Arthur Kozlowski. From the Village of Dobbs Ferry Police Department, Police Officer Stephen Foley. From the Town of Eastchester Police Department, Police Officer Anthony Guerrero. Police Officer Nicholas Ochaconi. Police Officer Andrew Tiso. From the Town of Harrison Police Department, Police Officer Andrew Clokey. Police Officer Nicholas Conti. Police Officer Anastas Papazov. Police Officer Michael Pellegrino. From the Village of Hastings-on-Hudson Police Department, Police Officer Stephanie Miner. From the Town of Mount Pleasant Police Department, Police Officer Daniel Lovett. From the City of Mount Vernon Police Department, Police Officer Kristen Hambus. Police Officer John Hecht. Police Officer Imtiaz Japal. Police Officer Nicholas Kikas. Police Officer Stephanie Mendez. Police Officer Jesus Osiguera Iela. Police Officer Nelson Santana. Police Officer Stefano Silvestri. Police Officer John Titchin. From the City of New Rochelle Police Department, Police Officer Hanson Bamfo. Police Officer Davey Martinez. Police Officer Phelan Pedro. Police Officer Kyle Sanchez. Police Officer Pakir Tagani. From the Village of Pelham Manor Police Department, Police Officer John Luiso. From the Putnam County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Sheriff Corey Burke. From the Village of Scarsdale Police Department, Police Officer Nicholas Saglabene. From the Village of Sleepy Hollow Police Department, Police Officer Melissa Ojito. Police Officer Julio Sosa. From the SUNY Purchase Police Department, Police Officer Tiffany Charles. From the City of White Plains Police Department, Police Officer Anthony Bombach. Police Officer James Connolly. Police Officer Christopher Coughlin. Police Officer Jessica Hunt. Police Officer Andrew Jacobson. Police Officer Ashley Martinez. Police Officer Brendan Mavra. Police Officer Michael Monroy. Police Officer Anthony Ross Paggio. Police Officer Robert Samuel. From the City of Yonkers Police Department, Police Officer Gianni Benrose. Police Officer Ben Brady. Police Officer Daniel Bruno. Police Officer Hector Cartagena. Police Officer Joseph Cosenza. Police Officer Brianna Darcy. Police Officer Bianca Doblato. Police Officer Albert Fagan. Police Officer Paul Faya. Police Officer Arthur Fody. Police Officer Luis German. Police Officer Teresa Gautron. Police Officer Nachira Jimenez. Police Officer Courtney McCormick. Police Officer Joseph McEntee. Police Officer Mark Mendelson. Police Officer Matthew Nasser. Police Officer Joseph Nimchek. Police Officer Michelle Parada. Police Officer Jarrett Pinto. Police Officer McKenna Rafa. Police Officer Robert Reedy. Police Officer Randy Rodriguez. Police Officer Daquan Scott. Police Officer Leonard Spano. Police Officer Nicholas Spano. That concludes our list of graduates. Although all the recruits have worked very hard for the past 20 weeks, there are a few who have distinguished themselves in a particular aspects of the training for which they deserve to be recognized. The first award is the Physical Fitness Award. This award is presented to the recruit who displayed above average effort and ability in physical training, as well as enthusiasm and professionalism in all required physical endeavors. Police Officer Luis German, City of Yonkers Police Department. Next is the Esprit de Corps Award, presented by the Westchester County Chiefs of Police Association. This award is presented to the recruit who exhibited class spirit, leadership, and cooperation while in basic recruit school. This recruit helped to promote a sense of unity and accomplishment. It is presented to Police Officer Davey Martinez, City of New Rochelle Police Department. The Firearms Award. This award is presented to the recruit who exhibited the best overall performance during firearms training. Police Officer Brendan Mavra, City of White Plains Police Department. Highest Academic Average Award. This award is presented to the recruit who exhibited high academic achievement and with the best overall academic average and an outstanding 99.38, Police Officer Brianna Darcy, City of Yonkers Police Department. The Guidon Award. The Guidon represents a unit, or in this case, Class 149. It symbolizes pride in that unit. The Class Guidon followed the recruits throughout their 20-week journey. This award is presented to the recruit who the instructors recognize as having a unique determination and instinct related to police training. This recruit embodies pride and professionalism in their effort. Police Officer McKenna Rafa, City of Yonkers Police Department. Finally, the Gary Stimulowski Best All-Around Award. This award is presented to the recruit who exhibited a high level of achievement in all aspects of recruit training. It focuses on the totality of performance that a recruit achieves in the areas of academic average, physical agility, firearms performance, and overall attitude, appearance, attendant, and professional demeanor. Police Officer Brendan Mavra, City of White Plains Police Department. That concludes the awards. I would also like to recognize Police Officer Davey Martinez, City of New Rochelle Police Department, for his efforts in his role as the platoon leader for the 149th Basic Recruit Class. It is appropriate at this time to hear a few words from the 149th Basic Recruit Class. I call upon class spokesman or spokesperson, Police Officer Arthur Fody, City of Yonkers Police Department, to say a few words on behalf of the graduates.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Arthur Fody, and I'm with the Yonkers Police Department. First, I would like to say it is an honor to be speaking on behalf of the graduates of Class 149. We would like to thank County Executive George Latimer, Commissioner Thomas Gleason, and President of the Westchester County Chiefs of Police Association, Chief McMierney. We would also like to thank all of the police commissioners, chiefs, and police officers from the various police departments throughout the county. Without you and your dedication to the job, none of this would be possible. We thank you all for your support. It's a surreal moment to be standing here on our graduation day. I think I speak for everyone when I say it seemed as if this day would never come. 5 months ago, we were in that parking lot out front, bear crawling on the freshly salted pavement, wondering what the hell we got ourselves into. Well, we made it, everyone. We're cops. I have to admit, it's a great feeling finally being able to say the C word. It looks like Detective Farrell's getting ready to charge the podium, so I'll move on. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the training we received in the police academy. General George Patton once said, "Pressure creates diamonds." This is a quote that I believe to be inherently true about the training provided by the Westchester County Police Academy. From week one, the pressure was on. Every morning, we would line up for roll call and be cited for the deficiencies in our uniform. You would go home and obsessively look over your grades every night just to find yourself in the front-leaning rest position the next morning. All the time we spent pushing the ground, however, was not in vain. Everything we do is for a reason was a mantra for the instructors. Very early on, we were taught the importance of attention to detail and maintaining the appearance of a professional, whether we knew it or not. Over the last 20 weeks, we received training in a variety of disciplines. We started small. We learned preparatory and executory commands. We learned how to salute. We even learned how to walk, which after 25 years I thought I was already pretty good at, but I guess not. We spent hours in the classroom studying penal law, vehicle and traffic law, mental health, and EMS training, among other subjects. When it wasn't death by PowerPoint, we spent our time on the drill floor, tossing each other around in defensive tactics training, or doing countless burpees after chasing Officer Payne around the campus grounds. Somehow we managed to never run more than 1.5 miles. As time went on, we began to put our training to the test. We were tasked to make split-second decisions in reality-based training. We experienced the volatility of felony car stops, and we were thrown into the chaos of an active shooter scenario in alert training. The bottom line is, when the bell rang, we were ready to answer the call, and that's all thanks to the following people: Lieutenant Nicholas Alonji, Sergeant Steven Stromberg, Sergeant Michael Brandkamp, Detective Peter Farrell, Detective Jonathan Gould, Detective Mark Moskalik, Detective Anthony Del Priori, Police Officer Jason Payne, Police Officer Jeff Gibson, Police Officer David Hecker, and last but not least, Deputy Michael Varley. The commonality between all the disciplines we studied is the passion with which they were taught. The instructors have done a tremendous job throughout the academy, and it's abundantly clear that you love what you do. As a class, we thank you. I would also like to thank the friends and families of Class 149 that unfortunately could not be here with us on this commemorative day. Without your support and sacrifice, I don't think a single one of us would have made it through this program. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we have a new record holder in the class. Recruit Luis German set the record for fastest mile and a half time in Academy history with a 7-minute, 51-second run time. Not only did he break the previous record, Luis also participated in several more Cooper runs to ensure his other classmates would pass, which speaks volumes about the type of person that he is. All right, it looks like I'm about to get the hook, so I'd like to leave the class of 149 with this. Always watch your buddy's back. A simple yet important overarching principle that has been instilled in us since day one. As new police officers, we are entering into a world of uncertainty, a world recently rocked by a pandemic, a world where animosity towards our profession is the norm, and a world where you never know what's waiting for you on the other side of that call. As police officers, we must embrace this uncertainty. Our job description mandates that we run towards the chaos rather than to run away from it. This is an intimidating task for anyone, undoubtedly. Luckily, we're not alone. Upon graduation of the police academy, we are inducted into a fraternal unit bounded by the simple principle to always watch your buddy's back. To my fellow members of Class 149, current and future police officers, I pledge to always have your back, as I know you will have mine. I wish everyone the best of luck moving forward and a long and safe career. Thank you. Class 149, good to go.
Thank you, Officer Fody. At this time, we would like to say our appreciation to County Executive George Latimer and Chiefs of Police Association Chief Chris McNerney for the videos that they provided to the recruits that they saw and appreciated the kind words and encouragement and for their completion of the academy. So we say thank you very much for those comments. On behalf of the Police Academy, I thank the 149th Basic Recruit Class for your enthusiasm, cooperation, and dedication which you have exhibited over the past 20 weeks. Good luck. May you all have a safe and rewarding career, and God bless you all. I would like to leave you with this quote from Dale Carnegie. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit at home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Let's be safe out there. Class, attention. Recruit Class 149, dismissed.